Welcome, race fans. Tonight, Northwest Racing takes the trucks to Watkins Glen. This is going to be interesting here to see how these guys are going to do 60 laps looking at these boys here tonight. So, going to be a long one for them. They probably looking at their first pit stop around the halfway mark, about 30, 32, lap 30 or 32. Kind of give you a rundown here through. Tonight's race is sponsored by Topol Printing. Want to make sure I got that out there. That is tonight's sponsor. Run down through the standings here. The top 15. I'm sorry. We got a bunch of them here tied way back. John Ottenbacher takes over the points lead. Yeah, because this is the second race. Okay. Jason Allison, which I have not seen Jason here tonight. Second place, he is 2 points behind John. David Applegate in third, 3 points behind the leader. Jeff Stabnow tied with third place, 3 points back. Christopher Sherburne in fifth. Dan Stussy, fifth place. Sixth. He is tied with Christopher Sherburne. James Peterson, 7th. Sean Bretzman in 8th place. Ryan Maines in 9th. Scott Kukas in 10th place. Carl Burke, 11th. Tied with him, Mark Walls in 11th also. Gary Nichols comes in 13th. Trenton Barrington, 14th. Andy Voigt, 15th. Thomas Green, 16th, and all the rest of these guys are tied for 17th position. Brian Barnes, Kip Leo, William Fletcher, Scott Hutchinson, and David Anderson. Those guys all tied for 17th place. So and right now, I only see 15 drivers in here, so there's still a couple of guys missing in that point standing. So. Three sponsors on tonight's race. Highway Equipment. They're a new leader that is recognized as the global leader in the crop nutrient spreaders. The top of the line precision salt and sand application spreaders for municipal snow and ice removal services. Topol Printing, the biggest little print shop in town, established in 1989. Been around since 89. That's quite old. They do foil stamping, foil embossing, die cutting, perforating, gluing such items as business cards, letterheads, posters, folders, and just about anything dealing with printing on paper or paperboard. Also by Wall's Beard Company, Mark Wall's company. Makes and sells beard balms. So there you have it. There's the sponsors for tonight. And we are about 2 minutes away from qualifying, folks. All right, we're going to step away and play our national anthem. We'll be right back, folks, so don't go anywhere.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're back. Qualifying is underway. They do have a 10-minute open qualifying here tonight, so I believe it's... No, it's not open. My bad. Never mind. Single car. But we're waiting on the first lap times to come in. Shouldn't be long now. There we go. Mark Wall's top on the leaderboard there with a 1 minute 11.83 seconds. All right, Jeff Stab now taking over the pole, barely creeping it out there at 1:11:33, and Bretzman just comes in with a 1:11:34. So we're seeing some pretty close times up here. 3 1:11s. That's pretty awesome. Thirteen qualifiers taking time right now. We still have a couple of guys that have not taken time, but they may be on the track, turning a time. There we go. 14. Kip Leo just come in 7th there, turned his first lap. He's got plenty of time to make it around here for yet another lap, see if he can better that time. Well, folks, if you feel like it, you can leave us a tip there underneath the chat screen there. There's a little $sign thing right there. You can click and leave us a tip. We got a couple tips earlier tonight, and I wanted to thank you. Put a thanks out to those guys that did tip me earlier. That was pretty cool. I just was lost for words, didn't know what to say, because it's pretty awesome to have somebody tip you for the job that you're doing out here. It kind of makes it all worthwhile. So, it kind of makes all the hard work that I put into it, and I'm no professional at it. I just call the races as I see it. I just try to do the best that I can. But it's nice to have people kind of leave you a tip there in honor of, what you're doing. Kind of makes you feel good. But if you feel like leaving a tip, go ahead. Thank you. And you can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com. Also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. We do broadcast 7 nights a week up here on YouTube. And actually, we've got 2 of us broadcasting up here now. Well, I guess you could technically say 3 of us, because we've got Robert too. So Robert, Charles, and I. So, all right. Well, that's going to end qualifying. And next, we're going to get them on the grid here, folks. We'll get everybody lined up here in just a second. All right, looks like it's going to be a standing start here tonight. Not sure if that was on purpose or what, but standing start. Pretty cool. Okay, going through the grid. Sean Breetzman will come home with the pole here tonight with a 1:11.198. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Jeff Stabnow will start on the outside of the front row in 2nd. Mark Walls in 3rd. Christopher Sherman in 4th. John Ottenbacher in 5th. Carl Burke 6th. Kip Leo 7th. Corey Walters in 8th. Joseph Bissett will be 9th. Gary Nichols comes in 10th. Ryan Main starting 11th. Thomas Green 12th. Michael Peterson 13th. Scott Kukas in 14th. Scott Hutchinson 15th. David Applegate 16th. So 16 drivers out there tonight. Good luck to all of them as they get ready to get a standing start here, folks. This is going to be kind of interesting. See how they do. Probably hear the engines revving up here any second as they're getting ready.
Caution somewhere, caution.
Oh. Brakesman
Green.
missed the pole. What? How did he miss the pole? Well, they gave the lead up to Mark Walls. Oh, that's a bummer. So we're under green. And Scott Hutchinson did not start the race. Brakesman is off of pit road now. He did come out behind Scott Kukas. Or ahead of Scott Kukas, excuse me. But Mark Walls is the leader, and not by just a little bit, but quite a little bit, going into the bus stop. Oh, Christopher Sherburn off the track, already into the kitty litter. So that put John Ottenbacher in second. Carl Burke third. Hey Charles, how you doing? Jeff Stab now in third place or fourth place, as they he needs to pick up quite a few points out here, and he's already coming to pit road for something. Not sure what's going on with him, but he does pull off. Could have been a black flag issued there or something, not sure. But Mark Walls does lead the first lap of the race. One down, 59 to go here, folks. A long race here. And looks like Kip Leo goes into fourth now. Him and Corey Walters. Oh, we got a bunch of them that did get past Jeff Stab now. Now he is way back in last place, 15th position. So he's got to make up a lot of ground to get up there. No cautions here tonight, folks. Only local cautions only. That's it. So it's not like he can get that time back. They will have green flag pit stops probably around lap 30 or so, right along in there, 30 to 32. But Mark Walls got to feel pretty good out here right now leading. Burke gets by John Ottenbacher. Ottenbacher goes back to third. John is our leader, points leader coming into tonight. Ryan Maines coming up on Joseph Bissett. Ooh, slideways there. And Sean Breetzman gets by. Sean just cutting through the field here. Wow, he started on pit road, folks. He was almost dead last on the field, and here he is up to 7th already. He is chopping this field down. Gary Nichols goes back to 8th. Everybody else is pretty much spread out around the field right now. Breetzman is the only one that I'm really watching right now to see if he's going to make a move here on Joseph Bissett. And he does cut to the inside to make that pass. And he does get that position. So he goes into 6th. And he's just driving the wheels off of that thing. Thing of it is, you got to make sure you do save them tires because it's a long ways to the first pit stop. If they go halfway. I mean, you know, some guys may decide to pit early. I don't know, but... Well, Stabnow is making progress because he's got by a couple of people there, Michael Peterson and Scott Kukas, and he's in 13th position now. Michael Peterson back to 14th, and Scott Kukas to the tail end of the field. Corey Walters in danger of getting passed up here by Sean Breetzman. David Applegate back in at 11th. Picked up 5 positions since the beginning of the race. Christopher Schoenborn in 12th. Started 4th, but he went back pretty quick. He went backwards. And Stabnow, we're not sure what happened to him, but he started 2nd, and on the first lap he come to pit road. Not sure if there was a penalty involved in that or what happened, but he's not really losing any time, but he's not really gaining any time on the leader right now either. Mark Wall's out there by 6.8 seconds out in the lead. Boy, he's got to be feeling like Superman. And Breetzman did get around Walters. Breetzman, yeah. Well, these guys are all from the West Coast, folks. I know there's a lot of you Easterners that, you know, we're all on the eastern part of the United States, but these guys are all from the West Coast. They live in Oregon, Michigan, California, over in that area, so it's not as late there as it is here. They're a couple hours behind me even. I'm on Central Time. So Breetzman does have a little bit of damage on that left front corner. He's kind of wrinkled it a little bit. Nothing, anything to hurt anything, but Kip Leo watching Breetzman getting bigger in his rearview mirror. Bretsman takes a look. He's going to outdrive him in the corner. And Bretsman goes into fourth. Golly, man, he just don't give up, does he? Yeah, he's doing good. I said he was the guy to fear out here tonight, the guy to watch. And, man, he is just cutting through this field. Started on pit road, so he was almost last. He goes through the bus stop here pretty well. A little grass action going on there, but nothing major. This little grass needed trimmed right along the edge of the track there. Thomas Green in the 11th. He's got David Applegate close by there on his bumper. Applegate just behind him, just a little. You see him closing in on Thomas Green. Green loose going into the turn. Some of these guys are not used to that right and left hand turn. I talked to Jeff Stabenow earlier, and he said that he didn't know about that right hand turn and stuff. And yeah, okay. Me neither. I do like it though, it's a lot of fun. Carl Burke has taken over second place, and he has not looked back since he got by John Ottenbacher. He has not looked back. He is just steady on the steering. But these guys are starting to get a little concerned because Bretsman is closing. Got it down to under 13.5 seconds. Next one he'll be passing is John Ottenbacher too. John is our points leader. Battle going on here between three of them. Wow, look at this here battle going on. Gary Nichols stepping into the picture. And he's going to pass up Joseph Bissett. Going into turn one, I think Gary's going to have the inside line there. He's going to clear him. Bissett way out. Whoa, good save. Nice save, Joe. So Gary Nichols up to 7th. Ryan Maines now goes into 11th. That's right where he started. Looks like he may be struggling just a little bit. Stabenow may be able to pick up a position there if he can stay steady on it. A lot of closure on him, boy. I'll tell you, that was pretty good closure. And he does go to the inside of Ryan Maines and completes a pass on Ryan. Very good. Nice driving by Jeff Stabenow. Now he's quite a ways, about 14 seconds behind Joseph Bissett. Long ways back there. Let's get back up here on Sean because he is closed up. Actually, more time on the leader now. He's down to 11.9 seconds and continuing to drop that. And he's setting his sights on Carl Burke. Carl Burke starting to see Sean get a little bigger in his rearview mirror. Man, I just can't believe how, man, he is just like alien there. Alien status for Sean Bretsman. And don't know, we got any West Coasters in chat? Anybody from, any followers here from this league in chat? Say hello. We'll give you a shout out on the live stream. David Applegate and Thomas Green. Man, there's two that are glued together. Applegate, he's taking a look like he might have a little more horsepower. Yeah, he does. He's going to go around Thomas Green. Green's not going to fight him. He's going to let him go. That's better than pressuring him and make him make a mistake or something. Michael Peterson on pit road. I don't know if we can get a look here. I guess he's a unscheduled pit stop for him. And he's away. All right. And Mark Walls knows that Sean Breitsman is coming. He knows. Breitsman is closing up on Carl Burke as we speak here, folks. He's about 2 seconds behind him. They got the lap truck there of Joseph Bissett in between them. Some of these guys are maybe doing it on 3 pit stops. Some maybe only 1. Maybe some are doing it on 2. Really hard to tell. We've had 2 guys on pit road. Jeff Stab now, of course, with his... oh my gosh. Bissett out into the sand. Good save, though. He didn't get into the wall. That's the key factor right there, keeping that thing clean. Do not get damage on it. But now his tires are hot and sticky. Kukas coming to his pit stall. I guess nobody from the West Coast is in chat, huh? Okay. I thought maybe you could tell us who your favorite driver was. Root for your favorite driver. Breitsman now down to 0.8 of a second from Carl Burke. He closes right up on his bumper. He's taking a look to the inside. Who's going to outbrake who going into the bus stop? Ooh, close one right there. He kind of forced Carl Burke off into the grass a little. But he did get the position. So Sean Breitsman, which started on pit road, almost dead last, it now takes over second place, and he is 10.5 seconds behind the leader, Mark Walls. Ottenbacher, our points leader, still in 4th. Well, since David Applegate got by Thomas Green, he has put a little bit of distance on Thomas. About a second. Yeah, about a second lead, maybe a second and a half. About a second and a half, yeah. Stabnow is in 10th. He keeps picking off more and more positions. He is still on the lead lap, but he is not far from going a lap down, actually. I'm not a Kyle Busch fan either, but we all know that. You don't need to tell us. Hey, Charles. Sorry there, metagaming. I just not really that big of a fan of having a lot of swearing going on in my chat. Sorry. But I'm with you on that. I agree. I'm not a fan of them either. Breitsman still 10.4 seconds behind Mark Walls and doesn't seem to be gaining a whole lot of time. Kip Leo 5th. Gary Nichols keeps picking up a few positions here and there, and he's closing up on Corey Walters. That would be for 6th place. Corey a little loose coming out of the bus stop. Oh, so is Gary Nichols. Good save, Gary. These guys got them tires pretty warm now. All right, Stabnow, last one on the lead lap, as Ryan Maines did get passed up by the leader. So he goes a lap down. I think, yeah, Sean is going to be coming up on him here too, 2nd place. Sean's closed that down now about another 3/4 of a second, but that was probably because Mark Walls had to get around Ryan Maines. But now when Sean catches Ryan Maines, he's going to have to work to get around him too. So kind of fair play, you know. Carl Burke 3rd. Put a ways back to Ottenbacher. Well, Charles, what are you thinking of this race so far? Pretty good, huh? Not too bad. These guys are doing pretty good. You know how difficult this track can be, but how fun it can be too. This is one of my favorite road courses right here. I'm not saying I can run everything here well, but I can run quite a bit. Gen 6s, I think I would struggle, but trucks, I think I could run them here pretty easily. Been a while since I've been on the track, but Joseph Bissett in 12th. So no signs of the leaders coming to pit road. Probably about another 10 laps we'll see the leaders come into pit road. They can make it to about between lap 30 and 32, so I was told. Jeff filled me in on that beforehand. Well, he's closed up on Thomas Green here. Well, he's closing, I should say. He's about 5 seconds behind Thomas Green. That would be for 9th place if he can get there. And Michael Peterson does take his truck behind the wall, so we're down to 14 drivers left in the race. And real quick, we'll run around the field here and see where everybody started and where they're running here. Mark Wall started in third, running in the lead. Sean Bretzman, he had the pole, but he started on pit road, has worked through all this whole field, chasing down the leader right now, 7.9 seconds back, running in second place. Carl Burke started sixth, running in third. John Ottenbacher, our points leader, started fifth, running in fourth. Kip Leo started seventh, running in fifth. Corey Walters started eighth, running in sixth. Gary Nichols started 10th, running in 7th. David Applegate chopped the field in half here, started dead last on the field, 16th place, is now running in 8th. Jeff Stabnow started 2nd, running in 9th. Had to make a pit stop on the first lap, and I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk to him later on. Thomas Green started 12th. He's coming down pit road, and he is running in 10th. Ryan Main started 11th, running in 11th. Joseph Bissett started 9th, running 12th. And Christopher Schönborn started 4th and is now running in 13th. So that's your field rundown there, folks, of where everybody is at. Well, Sean Britzman is down to 6.5 seconds from our leader, Mark Walls. He just keeps chopping into that time. And the thing of it is, the tires are starting to show signs of wear. Their speeds have dropped off quite a bit. They're a little, about a second, almost a second slower, 3/4 of a second slower than they were from the start. We're probably about 7 laps away from the first pit stops here. Mark Walls has led all 22 laps. Coming to make that 23 this time by. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Charles. I love this one too. So, yeah, it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of like one of my favorite road courses. Breetzman down to 4.8 seconds. He is just driving the wheels off that thing, trying to get caught up to Mark Walls. And man, what a job he's done. Unbelievable. Unbelievable driving. Carl Burke in third. He's still hanging on to third, doing it quite well too. Our points leader fourth. Well, thank you very much for the subscribe there. Was that Kimac TV? Thank you. When I get done here, I'll go subscribe to your channel, okay? We do have some people in chat there, possibly from the West Coast. Breitsman down to 3.5 seconds. And he's really chopping it down now. He can smell it. He can smell Mark there. He's like, okay, I can smell the draft. I can see him up there, up ahead of me. Riding along with him right now. He sees Mark just up ahead of him. And Mark can see him too. He's, every time he gets a chance, he's probably looking in the rearview mirror and seeing Sean close in on him just a little bit more each lap. Well, Steve, I'm from Pennsylvania too. Originally, I'm not there anymore. I lived there the first 45 years of my life, 46 years, and I moved south. I've been down here ever since. Live in Tennessee now. But that's cool. Fellow Pennsylvanian. Down to 3.1 seconds. He's closing. Well, the field's really gotten spread out now, folks. Jeff Stabb now is still on the lead lap, but he is up to 8th. And he's hoping them leaders make a big mistake on pit road or something that costs him a lot of time, and he can make up some of that time. David Applegate, last one on the lead lap, has got a mirror full of the leader. Mark Wall's coming up on David, and Mark's, he's got to keep the pressure on because he's got Sean Breitsman right behind him. Well, thank you there, Steve. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Thank you for the really nice compliment there. I appreciate that, man. That's pretty awesome. Thank you. Can't thank you enough, man. I like the compliments. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. No, that's great. Thank you. Ottenbacher in 4th. Having a good run here, but he's almost 30 seconds behind them leaders. And Mark Walls has got to start feeling the pressure because he knows he's going to be having to come to pit road here in the next lap or two. He just might come in here. I'm not sure. He might stay out just long enough to lead one more lap and lead the most laps. And that way, if Sean gets by him and leads the rest of the race, he's not going to get the most laps led. I mean, that's highly possible. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, he's staying out. Good call. Breitsman's staying out as well. Haven't seen any of these other guys make any notions to come to pit road, but that doesn't mean we won't see some. Because it is about in that window, and this is about where I would pit, the halfway mark. And we'll see if Mark Walls if he's going to make it around here one more time and lead another lap, or is he going to come in here? He might stay out this one more time here to make sure that he does have 31 laps led. That way he'll clinch the most laps led here tonight for sure. Let's see if he comes to pit road. Nope, he's going to stay out one more time. Good deal. So that will, let's see. No, that's really not going to do it yet. No, he's got to stay out one more lap. Oh, yeah, one more lap. And Sean's right behind him. No pressure, Mark. No pressure. No pressure. Well, let's see what he does on this lap then. All right. We'll get it right. And Scott Kukas takes his truck behind the wall. He finishes in 14th. So we've had 3 retirees here tonight. Well, Scott Hutchinson actually did not start the race. So actually only 2 retirees. Scott Kukas and Michael Peterson. So let's see what Mark Walls does here. He's coming around. Whether he's going to come to pit road or if he's going to stay out one more lap to clinch the most laps led. Let's see what he does. If it was me, I'd stay out one more. And he's not, is he? Nope, he's coming to pit road. Oh boy. Giving it up. Well, Sean Breitsman is going to lead his first lap of the race. And he was our pole setter. Well, Mark's still got enough of a lead. I don't know if he'll be able to hold on to that or not, whether Carl Burke. Yeah, Carl's coming in as well. So most of these guys are coming in. Mark, 4-tire change, full tank of fuel, and they're going to pack every ounce of fuel they can get in that thing to make sure that they can make it to the end. So he comes back out, maintains second place. Going to be quite a ways behind Sean, but Sean's got to come to pit road. I'm sure he'll probably come in on this lap. He knows Mark pitted. He really can't afford to stay out too awful many laps, because if he does, Mark will start catching up to him. So he's pretty much got to come in. It kind of forces his hand to come to pit road. Yep, here he comes. Yeah, it's an agonizing, slow roll down pit road, 45 miles an hour. Whole time, let's see where Mark Walls is. Mark is already coming around. He's already coming around, so he'll re-inherit the lead here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because Breitsman is still sitting in his pit stall. He's just changing his last set of tires. He's coming off pit road, but he's going to be a little behind Mark Walls. Just a little. That's actually pretty close. They pretty much come out right where they went in. Yeah, he's going to have, if he leads this, if Mark leads this lap, he'll get the most laps led. Pretty much clinched. But he's got to lead this lap. Then we'll go cover some of these other racers. Let them guys race it out. We'll get some of these other guys on camera. It's kind of like not fair to them that we're covering these two. But this is the race for the lead. These two right now seem to be like they're almost evenly matched up here in the front. Even though Sean did run him down. I don't know. Right now they kind of seem like they're evenly matched. But all right, Mark Walls does lead the most laps. He does clinch it, so congrats goes to Mark Walls. All right, well, everybody's been on pit road. Everybody's made their one pit stop here, and we're on the downhill slide of this race here, folks. 27 to go. And right now we only have 7 cars on the lead lap. Jeff Stabnow is still the last car on the lead lap, but he did pick up another position. Goes into 7th. He's trying to get by Kip Leo. Which is right ahead of him. And right ahead of him is Corey Walters. Well, not right ahead of him, but a little ways ahead of him. So let's see what happens on this race here. Kip Leo running the Atlas Finishers paint job. It's a pretty good race between those two. Oh, a little contact between them two, and they go into the wall. Oh, no. Kip Leo spinning around. Oh, let's go take a look at this from a different angle here, folks. Oh, that's a shame. We're right along here with Kip Leo. I don't know what happened. It's weird what happened there, because Stabnow just come up on him with a full head of steam. I don't know if there was maybe a little blocking going on, or oh, he just drove right into Kip Leo. Ow. Man, I don't know if we can go back. Let me see this from Stabnow. It looked like Kip Leo might have slowed up just a little early. And might have cut over into Stabnow as well. So both of them going to get into it. And Stabnow gets into the fence pretty hard. And Kip Leo gets into the outside fence pretty hard. So both of them going to have serious damage on their truck. Yeah, looking at Jeff's truck now, boy, that looks pretty torn up. And Kip Leo's, oh boy, heavy damage on Kip's truck. Well, that's one way to get by him. I'm kidding. But Mark Walls did get by, so did Sean Breetzman. Those two are still racing for that lead right now. Wow, man, this is impressive racing here between these two. Thing of it is if Mark can hold on to that for 24 more laps, I don't know. The way Sean come up through that field, he's got to have the faster truck. I mean, I would think. I think he's just right now he's looking for a place to maybe get by Mark and get by him safely, cleanly. Doesn't want to, like, you know, put either of them in a position to maybe wreck each other or anything. So you surely don't want to wreck the guy you're, you know, racing to get the lead for. You know, not at least not on purpose. So then these guys they're too good at racers here to race each other dirty. You know, you want to race each other pretty clean. So I got to give it up to Sean. He's really picking and choosing where he wants to make that pass. That's good. All right, Bissett back in 11th. He's got a little bit of damage on his truck. Oh no, I guess not. I thought I seen maybe just a tick on that left front corner. I think he's got just a little bit. Gonna wrinkle the fender up. Christopher Schönborn coming off pit road. Ryan Maines to the back of the field. He's got 7th place Kip Leo coming up on him pretty quick. And Gary Nichols, I'm not sure how Gary got a lap down, but he finds himself in 8th place. He picks up 2 positions, but he is a lap down. Only 5 cars or 5 trucks remain on the lead lap right now. Corey Walters, last one on the lead lap. And he's about, probably about 13 seconds ahead of the leader right now. Mark Walls is driving for his life right now. This is pretty amazing. Yeah, it's pretty amazing driving between those two. Carl Burke, 3rd. Still doing a great job here. After starting 6th place, that's pretty impressive to get to 3rd. Just knowing that those guys are up there racing that hard, and he's 26 seconds back in 3rd place. It's got to feel pretty good. I mean, I'm sure he wishes he was up there racing it up with them too, but, you know, he's don't have anybody pressuring him here. He's just got the whole track to himself. Kind of kicking back and relaxing a little bit here and making sure he hits his marks right. Ottenbacher, our points leader. Clean truck there all the way around. Passing up a couple of lap cars. Now, first truck a lap down in 6th place. It looks like he fared the best out of that when him and Kip Leo got together. Kip got a lot more damage on his truck than Jeff did. It's a shame. I mean, I hated to see anybody get damaged like that, but boy, Kip's got a lot of damage on the front of that truck. He hit that outside wall pretty hard. So those two, they had a moment there a little while ago. Applegate, 9th place. He's still got that field chopped in almost in half. Started 16th, running in 9th. Good solid run. He is a lap down, but ninth place is ninth place. I remember last I remembered it was. Well, folks, lots going on MaxSpeedTV tomorrow. Charles is out to. He just informed me tonight he's going to be broadcasting 7 nights a week, so we'll have pretty much double broadcast every single night, folks, here on MaxSpeedTV. You can pick and choose which one you want to tune in and watch. He's doing mostly dirt. I've only got one night I do dirt, and that's Thursday nights, tonight. The rest of the nights I do asphalt races, and but they're great races all the way around. Everywhere we go, they're just like the pick of the great races. He starts out tomorrow night, I think at 7:30 Eastern, with the Dirty Dozen, and then I'll be broadcasting tomorrow night at about 10:50 p.m. Eastern with the IWCR race. So tune in tomorrow night for that. You can also check out our website for the full schedule there. I haven't added the new ones that he just got. He just informed me tonight. I haven't added them yet, but we'll get those up on there probably tomorrow. I can't believe Mark Walls is still holding off Sean, but Sean, boy, he keeps looking like he's going to take a look the inside of Mark Walls, but he's probably waiting to steal the win off of him right at the very end. 18 to go. I'll tell you, the first 2/3 of this race went by pretty quick. Ooh, a little lap traffic getting in the way there. That Joseph? Nope, that wasn't him. Who was that? Oh, that was Jeff Stabnow. Okay, yeah. I'm impressed with these two driving, man. These guys are, they're good. Charles, that ain't nice. Good races. Carl Burke, third. He's still hanging on about 30 seconds back. That's really not that bad. I mean, considering they've ate up this many laps. Over 40 laps. That's pretty impressive. 43 laps. Ottenbacher still in 4th place. Corey Walters did go a lap down. He's the one that got passed up there by the leaders just a few minutes ago. And these two still having a blast up here racing each other. Well, Sean is taking a look this time. I don't know. He's not going to be able to do it, though. Hard to find that horsepower. He's going around the outside. Oh, they're going to go up the hill side by side. Oh, my. Look at this. Contact! Sean, what a save by Sean. Just slight contact between them two. Let's go back and take a look at that. That was pretty wild. When they started going up the hill there, I kind of thought maybe it was going to be a little funky there, but let's Let's ride along here with Sean. Maybe we can get a view of what happened here. He comes up beside Mark. Looks like Mark tried to give him plenty. Oh, they really didn't touch, unless there could have been some net coating there, because they really did not touch. All right, well, Sean's got to get back up there again so he can battle it up with him. Because if they would have made contact, you'd see it on the right rear of Sean's truck, and there's no contact or no damage made on that right rear. So it just was I guess a little arrow push maybe or something. But wow, close call for Sean. He managed to hang on to it quite well. But they give Mark a little bit breathing room now, stretching that lead out 2.5 seconds. Yeah, I think it was a little net coating there or something, because they were pretty close. Breitsman 2 seconds behind. They were close, but they did. I didn't see any contact. I'm not the admin, so I don't make that call. I'm just the broadcaster. Carl Burke, 31 seconds back. John Ottenbacher, last one on the lead lap, 53 seconds behind. He's about maybe 20 seconds ahead of the leaders. Corey Walters, 5th place, first truck a lap down. Jeff Stabnow in 6th. Kip Leo, 7th. Gary Nichols, 8th. David Applegate in 9th. Chris Schoenberg in 10th place. Thomas Green in 11th, Ryan Maines 12th, and Joseph Bissett is sitting on pit road. So we're down to 12 racers out here right now. Breitsman down to 1.4 seconds. He let them tires get cooled off. Now he's starting to reel Mark Walls back in. Well, Mark's done an outstanding job, I'll tell you that. He's this time by, he'll lead 46 laps, folks. That's a pretty impressive amount of laps to lead here at Watkins Glen. And to be ahead of the guy that they call the alien, Sean Breitsman. They call him that, I don't. That's what the guys in TeamSpeak were calling him. The alien. Green's still hanging on to 11th. That's one position better than he had when he started the race. And his truck looks good and clean. Hasn't been into anything. You never know when them two leaders just might get together and things could change out here really fast. He's a couple of laps down. Breitsman 3/4 of a second. Coming to 11 to go this time by. Up the hill where they got together or came close to getting together. Breetzman a half a second behind Mark Walls for that lead. I'll tell you, they're both outstanding drivers. They have proved what they've got here tonight, man. I'm telling you. Both of them have done a great job. Coming to 10 to go this time by Carl Burke, third place. Ottenbacher in fourth. It's like Joseph Bissett takes his truck behind the wall down to 12 drivers now. Ryan Maines at the back of the field in 12th. And he's got a mirror full of the leaders coming up on him too. And behind him, Mark Walls. They make the pass good and complete. Puts Ryan Maines another lap down. It was Ryan Maines, wasn't it? Yep, Ryan Maines. Man, these guys are like on rails out here. Makes me jealous. I can't drive these things that good. I'll tell you, Sean is driving that truck so hard right now. He's sideways coming out of some of the turns, and it just seems like Mark Walls is just like calm, cool, and collective. I haven't seen him slip too awful much coming out of any turns. All right, here goes Sean pulling out. And he's going to outdrive him into the turn. Breetzman, side by side. Here they go again. Up the hill side by side this time. Let's see if they can make sure they don't get together this time. They're giving each other plenty of room this time. And Mark Walls hangs on to it for the time being. Wow, Sean just caught that apron right there. Wow. Man, this is some good racing going on between these two. Yes, it is, Charles. Fixing to be a great battle for this win. I'm at 8 to go this time by. I hate to lead this, but golly, man. These two get the battling like this. Carl Burke could close that gap up kind of quick. He's only 35 seconds back, so that's really not that far. Still a podium finish for him. Now, Sean took a look that time, but he didn't have enough of a run on Mark. Man, he just drafting behind him to save a little gas, I guess. Breetzman to the outside. Boy, Mark's just too strong right there. man, I'm telling you, these guys are racing it hard. Oh, and I just seen Mark get into the wall. That's going to cost him the lead. Breitsman going to get by. Oh, you got to be kidding me, Mark. No. Yeah, he tapped the wall pretty hard there coming out of the last turn. And, oh, my, that put him back in second now. It was just enough that it cost his momentum. It really, I don't think it did any damage to the truck. It just cost him momentum on the track. Wow, what an upset after leading 50 laps, folks. Sean Breitsman gets by, takes over the lead. Breitsman's led 3. I don't know if Mark's got anything saved up here and might try to maybe get back by him. This is going to be a heck of a battle all the way to the end. Kip Leo goes back to 8th. That damage on his truck starting to show its signs. Gary Nichols got by. Gary goes into 7th. So that's 3 positions he's picked up. Let's run around the field here real quick. Alright, Sean Breitsman is our leader. And he's actually pulling away from Mark Walls right now. But he was our pole sitter, but he started on pit road. Running in the lead. Mark Walls started 3rd, running in 2nd, has led 50 laps. The most laps of anybody out there tonight. Carl Burke started 6th, running in 3rd. Jeff Ottenbacher started 5th, running in 4th. Corey Walters started 8th, running in 5th. Jeff Stabnow worked really hard to come back from that. I think it was a pit road penalty that he had to serve on lap 1. Oh, what a bummer. So he started 2nd, running in 6th. Gary Nichols started 10th, running in 7th. Kip Leo started 7th, running in 8th. David Applegate started 16th, running in 9th. Great. That's a great amount of pits that he picked up right there. Christopher Schernburn started 4th. Went back pretty quick, but he's been hanging on to a top 10 here. Thomas Green started 12th, running in 11th. And Ryan Maines, last one out there, started 11th, running in 12th. Breitsman continuing to pull away. 3.2 seconds he's got on Mark Walls right now. So I think Sean was just waiting for that right moment to get by Mark. And he had that opportunity down the front stretch. He tested the waters quite a few times, but he finally managed to get by him. Yes, sir. Keep the pressure on him. Yeah, once Mark got into the wall, it was over right there. Only 4 trucks on the lead lap, all the way back to John Ottenbacher. That's our points leader coming into tonight. That was yeah, he was the points leader after last week. He had a 2-point lead over Jason Allison. David Applegate was 3rd. Jeff Stabnow 4th. Christopher Schernburn 5th. Tied with Dan Stussy. 7th place with James Peterson. Sean Breitsman was 8th place, 9 points behind John Ottenbacher. Now he should be able to pass him up and retake the or take the lead, I should say, or very close to it. Especially getting bonus points here for leading laps. He's stretching that out though, 3.6 seconds. With 3 laps to go, folks. Mark Walls was back at 11th in the points, 12 points out of the lead. So this is going to be a great night for him and Sean Breitsman. They're going to make up a lot of points that they were behind, but this is only the second race of the season. Still got a lot of races to go. My bedtime, guys. I don't know about you. My bedtime. It's 12:15 here. There are going to be some quick, short interviews, I can tell you that. Carl Burke, third. And Stabnow did get around Corey Walters and does go into the top 5, so this is going to help him out even just a little bit more in the points. That's a heck of a comeback for him, man. I'm telling you. He was like almost, well, he was at the back of the field after having to make that pit stop on lap 1. Still don't know why he had to do that. It had to have been a pit road penalty or a black flag he had to serve or something. The only thing I could figure out why he would have had to come in on lap 1 in pit, so I don't know. I guess I'll find out later. Four seconds back to second place, Mark Walls, but Sean Breitsman coming to get the white flag this time by, folks. When it's all said and done, he'll lead 10 laps. Mark Walls led 50. What an impressive run for both of them drivers tonight. That is super impressive. All right, white flag.
White flag, nice and smooth.
In the air, white flag, folks. One more lap for Sean Breitsman. Nice and smooth, he says. He's got a 4.1 second lead over second place, Mark Walls. Carl Burke, the other podium finisher, 42 seconds back, but he's quite a ways ahead of fourth place, John Ottenbacher. When the race is over, folks, we'll give these guys a little bit of time because the race is still going to be going on back there. A lot of the guys haven't even crossed the finish line, so we'll give them a couple extra minutes to finish up the race, and we'll get a word in with the top 3 here. Because we got to make it official. All right, 2 turns left for Sean Breitsman. Make that 1 turn. There he comes. Last turn for Sean Breitsman to bring it home, and he wins it here tonight at Watkins Glen, only leading 10 laps. That's pretty amazing stuff right there, folks. Pretty amazing stuff. Good racing by these guys, man. That was absolutely amazing. So like I said, we'll give these guys just a couple of minutes to get everything sorted out here, and a lot of these guys, like I said, are still racing. So give them a minute, and we'll be right back with you. All right, Sean Breitsman, you got a copy?
Got you loud and clear.
Well, now let's talk about that pass there on Mark Walls. It looked like you were being very patient and stand behind him. You took a look a couple of times like you were going to try something, but you didn't want to get up there and take a chance on wrecking both of you out. Now, you guys did have a close call there, and from what I could see, it looked like net coating when you guys were going up the hill and you almost lost it. But it looked like net coating to me because you were a couple of feet apart. But was there any aero push involved in that?
I don't think so. I think we just were fighting for the same real estate and decided to see who had bigger cojones, and just we both thought we did, and I lost a little bit in that one.
Well, you made it up, though. You did come home with the win here, so that's got to account for something. But I did see a little bit of damage on that left front corner. How did you get that? I must have missed that.
I'm not 100% sure. That might have been when I got into David under a braking zone, but
okay.
I think that would have been it, or maybe scraped the wall. But
okay, well, you started on pit road. What was up with that?
I just missed the start. Had a couple things that took a little bit longer, so as soon as I saw that, I went ahead and started from the back, and happy to be up front. And an intense, crazy battle with Mark Walls there. That was just crazy.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man, you kept the pressure on him, and he handled it pretty well until he finally made that mistake. But you guys, by then, were on pretty old tires. But how bad was the tire wear out there tonight?
It wasn't too bad. It just depended on your setup. I think mine wore a little bit worse than Mark's. Mark was able to hold a kind of consistent pace all the way through, and that's kind of where the difference towards the end of that first run was. Mark, I just couldn't catch him at the end towards that first pit stop, or only pit stop.
Right. Well, you came from a long ways back in the field and marched straight up through there, and it wasn't long, and you were in second place. And man, I'll tell you what, that was some great racing. I don't know how you managed to pass all them guys, but it was pretty amazing. So, well, anybody you want to thank tonight for this win? I got to get my head.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to thank the Northwest Truck Series presented by Highway Equipment Company for putting this on. I got to thank a new leader. I got to thank Highway, sponsor of my truck here. Got to thank the Walls Beard Co. Everybody here that joined us for this long road race, and everybody, just awesome job. The whole Wicked Chassis Racing team.
All right, Sean, we'll go celebrate that win, brother, and we'll catch you back here next week.
All right, thanks, Rudy. Catch you later.
All right. Mark Walls, you got a copy?
10-4.
Well, you come in second tonight. You did lead the most laps here tonight, though, 50 laps. That was a pretty impressive run. What happened there when you got into the wall coming out of the last turn?
Yeah, I think I got caught mirror driving, coming up off that second to last corner, and totally missed entry to the final corner, and came out with the left front pointed right at the wall, and tagged the left front right at the wall, and I think knocked the toe out, because after that I couldn't take left-handers like I was the whole night.
Yeah, it seemed like it just knocked the wind right out of that truck. Now, I don't see a whole lot of damage on the truck, maybe a little tiny bit on that left front corner, but it just really knocked the momentum right out of it, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was driving my butt off. I know Sean's real quick on road course, and it's always a challenge racing him. So I think I pushed some of my fastest lap times with him behind me, driving as hard as I could. I tried. I wanted it to end 6 laps shorter, but I couldn't get it.
I bet you did. All right, well, Mark, is there anybody you want to thank tonight for second place?
Yeah, I got to thank the race sponsor, Topol Printing. They came on board with us this season, picked up a few races with us. It's glad to have them on board. Got to thank Northwest Truck Series, presented by Highway Equipment Company. They're our main series sponsor. We're so glad to have them on board, let alone put their trucks in victory lane, followed by a second. I mean, that's awesome. My new leader, Chevy, was just bad fast tonight. Thing was on rails until it finally tagged the wall. We got to thank Walls Beard Co. for all the beards out there. Check it out, wallsbeardco.com. We got all those beard care needs for you. And MaxSpeedTV, you guys are phenomenal. I'm glad that we've partnered up with the series and we're able to have you guys broadcast for us and put on these amazing races. Hopefully that was entertaining. Road course race is long, but man, we got way more to come.
Oh yeah. Well, it was entertaining.
And I got to thank Wicked Chassis. Oh, dude, the setup is just so great. The guys worked really hard. Everybody pitched in. I think we kind of all ran something a little bit different, tweaking here and there, but total team effort to definitely get these trucks up, finish 1-2.
Awesome. Well, go celebrate with Sean that second place finish, and we'll see you back here next week. Good run
Dan
out
Moore.
there. Good run, Mark. Solid run.
Thanks, bud.
Carl Burke, you got a copy. Carl? Is he not there?
You got me?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, tell us about your run out there tonight, Carl.
Well, after I seen I couldn't catch Mark, I just kind of took it easy, and then here comes, Sean on a rail, and that was my boy moment when he passed me on into the kink down there. And other than that, I just cruised to try to hold on. It was pretty uneventful for me.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been a little bit boring for you because it was like nobody was challenging you or racing you or anything. Once Sean got by, it was over, But were you kind of thinking maybe those two might got together? I mean, you didn't see that they did actually get together there one time.
Yeah, I was hoping, but those two guys are out, they're teammates, and they both drive real good. So it's like, I didn't think that would be a problem. So I went with a little different gearing than I think most of the guys did. I went higher, and that could have hurt me a little bit on those long stretches.
Well, how bad did the tire wear mount up for you tonight? I mean, was it pretty bad by the time you guys got done with the 30 lap run?
At the end of the first run, I was a little greasy, but at the end of the second run, it was a lot better. I didn't notice any problems at the end, but that's probably because I was a little more on cruise control.
Yeah, that and coupled with how much rubber you think got laid down out there tonight. I mean, you guys turned a lot of laps out here tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. It was getting dark in a few of the turns, but I'm not sure on that.
All right. Well, Carl, anybody you want to thank for your third place finish?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody involved in putting this stuff together, all the Steers Highway and Tropico, I believe, and they've sponsored the race tonight. And you guys for broadcasting it. They're excellent races. Really appreciate it, and all the effort the organizers put into this.
Very good. Well, we'll see you back here next week.
Yes, sir. We'll be here.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. By the way, that is a nice looking truck. I do like that.
Thank you. That was a different paint job from last week. Same theme, different job.
Yep, I like it. Looks nice. All right, Carl. Well, thank you, buddy, for talking with us. Congrats on third, and we'll see you next week then.
All right, Rudy. See you.
Yep. All right, folks. Let's run down through the results here. Sean Breitsman comes home with the win. Mark Wall's second after leading 50 laps. Sean gets by him and takes the win. Carl Burke finishing third. John Ottenbacher, our points leader, coming into tonight. That may change, though. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait till next week to see how the points shake out. He finishes fourth. Jeff Stabnow in fifth. Corey Walters sixth. Kip Leo seventh. Gary Nichols eighth. David Applegate ninth. Christopher Schönborn 10th. Thomas Green finishing 11th. Ryan Maines in 12th. Joseph Bissett 13th. Scott Kukas 14th. Michael Peterson 15th. And Scott Hutchinson did not start the race. So again, congratulations to Sean Breitsman from Northwest Truck Series. Thanks to all the sponsors. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight, staying with me on MaxSpeedTV. But until next time, stay safe and have a good night.